Welcome to a 1v1 on Stalingrad. It's been a while since I've done a cast. As many of you know, I took a break to play some Grey Goo, but a big patch has just released. Company of Heroes 2 bug fix patch, February 4th update, fixed lots of things, including permanent mine reveal, including getting stuck on crawling entities, including OKW retreat issues. Pretty exciting stuff. I've been a big advocate for a bug fix patch for a long time, as many of you know. So I am definitely looking forward to seeing some of those changes today. I hope you are too. I'm gonna, of course, start off with some good old-fashioned casting to get a first look
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
at this patch in action. So this game is going to be Doge Ace as Osther in the south of Stalingrad versus Crypticz as Soviets in the north. And of course, Soviets tend to have an advantage on Stalingrad, but it's actually not that bad in this particular setup. If the Oster have the south base, they have a pretty decent chance of surviving until they get their, well, I was about to say Tiger, but he has just picked close air support, so looks like we're going to be seeing that this game.
This territory is ours. Fresh conscripts have arrived.
And no tigers. And close air support's actually not bad on this map because having free access to lots of munitions gives them lots of flamethrowers and mines, and both of those things are very powerful on this map in huge quantities, and close air support is more than capable of fielding them in copious amounts. Looks like the map is pretty much getting divided in half diagonally here, with the Soviet taking the right side fuel and the Oster now making play for the left side, but conscripts are going to engage these grenadiers up here for the fuel point, and of course conscripts will win depending on who can take control of the building over there. It doesn't look like there's anything really nearby to support except for this squad of grenadiers. Engagement over here as well between pioneers and conscripts. The conscripts will win despite not having any cover. Pioneers in green cover at this range are not going to be able to do significant damage and will get forced away. Meanwhile, here on the left side, the grenadiers did successfully take control of the building, but of course they are being delayed in taking control of the fuel, and the conscripts, now taking damage from two grenadier squads, will be forced to reposition away. Another engagement happening here between some combat engineers, grenadiers. Conscripts moving up to support. The grenadiers will probably be forced into a building or forced to retreat. He does notice the engagement happening and is making a push for the building. He does make it inside without sustaining any losses. But the southwest side of this building only has one firing position, as you can see.
Secured.
So those conscripts are going to be able to deal damage to them without really receiving much in return. It's going to be a very long engagement if support doesn't arrive for somebody. Flamethrowers been upgraded on these combat engineers. Ooh, nice opening burst. Gets 2 crits and brings that squad well below half. They'll be forced to retreat. This squad now is going to move up and try and take control of the strategic point there. All grenadiers here take control of this victory point. These grenadiers moving to grab territory here in the south. The map is almost completely blue right now. Not looking too good for the Oster player. They still need to kind of ramp up before they can take full advantage of these doctrinal features. It's going to be 3 command points before they can utilize redistribute resources and start really cranking out the upgrades.
Encroaching on our territory.
Although grenadiers on this map don't perform very well, even with LMGs, they're not really all that great because all of the engagements are so short range. Crypticz, on the other hand, has access to shock rifle, urban defense, and the Soviet shock army, so I'm kind of doubtful that he's going to go urban defense. It's plausible, but I find it unlikely. So we're almost certainly going to be seeing shock troops this game, and shock troops can take on it. LMG grenadiers extremely cost effective on this map.
Shock troops are waiting to... We are losing territory.
And we do see Soviet shock army chosen, so we're going to have some shock troops hitting the field very soon. And the heavy mortar is also a decent chance of that hitting the field, and that will definitely take its toll on these infantry if it can get some good shots off. With a heavy mortar against Ulster, you never know though. They didn't get any machine guns and you're just kind of randomly bombarding.
Area secured.
You could get a lucky squad wipe or you could not. You really
Enemy
never know.
forces are capturing our supplies.
Crypticz Z is currently up to almost 400 manpower. I'm thinking we're going to see one of these call-ins next.
We are ready to go, comrades. Infantry shooting at us.
Hasn't made his decision yet though.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
And the map is slowly turning more red. We do have a play for the east fuel by these grenadiers. The left side's been largely retaken, although these conscripts are now harassing over here as well. Oh no! That could be the first squad wipe.
We need to
Oh,
reestablish
there
our
it is,
supply
at maximum range. For a second I didn't know if those grenadiers are going to get it.
Shock troops have arrived.
Nice pickup there by Doge Ace. That is the first squad wipe of the game as far as I'm aware. And he has fielded a squad of shock troops in response to that. Meanwhile, here in the south, this flamethrower squad is falling dangerously low. He does notice in time, however, and gets them out of there. This conscript squad also forced to retreat here from a now double vet flamethrower. And Doge Ace will hit 3 command points, and he will be able to field, or not field, redistribute his resources now, which he just activated, so he now has 173 more munitions in the bank, which he will probably utilize for some upgrades or mines or something. None of his grenadiers are current. Oh, he can't, because he has not yet gotten battle phase 1. So yeah, I'm not sure what he's planning with those munitions. I mean, judging by his army composition right now, it's looking like he's gonna get LMGs, but I guess
Replacements have arrived. Engineer standing by.
I'm not 100% sure. Do have battle phase 1 being researched now. So yeah, probably LMGs. That's my assumption. Engagement here for the left side.
It is ours. Our headquarters
Shock troops are making their way towards the right.
We can now build light mechanized infantry. Secure this sector.
Conscripts will get pushed away by the masked grenadiers. Meanwhile, over here, nice catch on those grenadiers. I'm surprised he didn't chase. I think there was a decent chance of wiping that squad. He kind of broke off the chase a little early. He almost certainly could have at least gotten one more model. Maybe not the far model, but this model I think he probably could have taken out. But he gave up the chase to just start capturing the point, and conscripts are also making their way over here towards the left. It's getting a little dicey now. Close air kind of starting to pull ahead. Close air support at this point really starts to kick in and become very powerful. We will see lots of LMG upgrades being purchased. Spent all of his munitions on that. He does have access to redistribute resources again.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
And Crypticz is actually going with PPSH upgrades on his conscripts, which is not a bad choice at all on this particular map since the divisions are all such close range. Nice catch there on those grenadiers. They'll be forced to retreat, and the conscripts will grab that fuel point. Shock troops making their way towards this building. And PPSH conscripts are going to take on those grenadiers. Ooh. So we actually have an S-mine field right there. It does take out 2 shock troop models. Decent return on investment considering how much munitions he really has. And we also have a fresh pioneer squad being produced with another flamethrower. So we are going to see lots of grenadiers and pioneers with flamethrowers trying to take on shock troops and conscripts with PPSHs. Almost kind of an interesting matchup between Soviet shock army and close air support. How it's really all about upgrading your low-tech infantry. Wow, nice catch there. That's a full PPSH squad down and a full flamethrower squad down. That engagement went terribly for Crypticz. Oh no. Not looking too good for the Soviets right now. He is floating 500 manpower at the moment.
The sector is at risk. Squad replenished.
So he's probably going to be fielding himself another squad of shock troops, maybe more conscripts. I don't know. He's got to do something. He can't win the game with 3 squads. That is not looking too good. We've got a bunker going up right here. We've got probably going to throw I don't know, machine gun? Put an LMG Grenadier squad inside. I guess any of the upgrades could potentially make sense, and we're going to see redistribute resources again probably in the near future. We have upgrades on literally every single squad now. Reinforcement happening here. We do also have a medic bunker here in the base. Soviet players are definitely going to struggle to contend with this, I think. Ooh, but he has just fielded himself a T-70. Oh, and there we go. Finally, the Soviet player picks up a squad wipe, takes out one of the flamethrower pioneers. Very nice. Moving in with the shock troops into this giant grenadier blob, though. It's not going to happen. Shock troops are awesome. They're not that awesome. They can't take on an MG bunker and 4 LMG grand squads. Not even a close range. But a T-70 has been fielded. I don't see any teller mines yet. I think one of the most important things you need to do as close air support is throw down some teller mines so that you don't lose massive amounts of infantry once armor starts hitting the field. He's obviously trying to close in here for a Panzerfaust. If he can get 3 off them, he will take it out. But, ooh. Not looking too good right now. He retreats those 3 squads en masse and screens with this squad so that he won't get chased on the retreat. He does damage the engine. He's continuing to take a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, a second squad of shock troops has been fielded, and we're getting some combat engineers now for repairs. What is he doing?
Engineers ready for assignment.
He's gonna try and scoop past. Will he make it? Yes, he will. Nice. Nice judgment. Nice play. Apparently that's possible. Just barely squeaked by that machine gun without. Oh, he forgot about the S-mines though. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh god. The S-mine field is a little sneaky. The signs are like hard to see because of the general clutter in this area of the map. Totally forgot that S-mine field was there and lost 5 shock troops, which is quite a lot actually.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
We've now got grenadiers making their way over here, and conscripts are going to make their way down here towards the fuel point. All in all, looking pretty good for the Ost here, but he will need to field a proper solution to the T-70, which it looks like he's doing now. Getting himself some Panzer Grenadiers, probably going to throw some Panzerschrecks on there. And on this particular map, flanking opportunities do tend to present themselves. So he should be able to find a way to make it work against that T-70. It's going to come down to micro positioning. Engagements happening simultaneously. The PSH is closing in on those grenadiers. Shock troops closing in on this squad. Forces a retreat. Smoke grenade goes out. Another grenade goes out. Doesn't hit anything. He threw it blind. Closes in now to these flamethrower pioneers. They're kind of dancing around. Meanwhile, this PPSH squad taking up position in cover. The shock troops are getting focused down very hard and will be forced to retreat. The PPSHs will simply reposition, look for a better opportunity. This PPSH squad moving into close range on those 2 Grens will definitely get focused down before it closes the gap. I'm not sure he's even watching this. He's microing his T-70 right now. There he goes. He does notice just in time. His T-70 is making its way down to assist. Ooh.
Troops have been lost.
Nice squad wipe. Conscript squad will get taken out by a rifle grenade around the wall. T-70 meanwhile is trying to engage grenadiers here in the south, but it's going to have to continue to kite. Meanwhile, the Panzer Grenadiers have not received the Panzerschreck upgrade, so they will continue to engage here on the left side against shock troops. The T-70 inflicts 1 loss on a Grenadier squad, which will then be forced to retreat. Smoke grenade goes out, I think. I thought I heard a smoke grenade. I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. But he does force a retreat from those Panzer Grenadiers. Rifle grenade does not connect, but he's taking tons of damage from LMGs and will be forced to retreat. T-70 continuing to engage. Grenadiers over here could pick up a squad wipe finally, and it'll be the first time that this T-70 has actually gotten one. He made a big investment to get this light tank. He really needs to make a dramatic impact with it, and it's kind of unfortunate that only now at 15 minutes into the game is he actually picking up those squad wipes, which is why he's so behind. And he's gonna need to do that several more times to have any chance of coming back from his current situation. The good news for him is that there are no heavy tanks on the way. Maybe no tanks at all, honestly. So he can very safely continue to utilize only T70. Maybe get another one, maybe get a T34. T70 is probably all he really needs though. As long as his opponent feels no armor, but he will of course need to micro it very well, and it's currently in a lot of danger. Panzerschrecks have been upgraded on that Panzer Grenadier squad. Fausts are going out, it's completely cornered, no support on the way at all. Conscripts desperately oorahing in to attempt to save it here, but it's not enough. Panzerschreck squads will take it out, and the conscripts trying to save it get wiped as well. Devastating losses for the Soviets here. I use the word devastating way too much, I know. Grievous losses.
The enemy is taking what we have secured. It is ours.
Well, Crypticz has now been reduced to only 2 squads of shock troops. I'm not sure what exactly he's going to do. Map control and victory point situation isn't terrible. He's actually got 2 of 3 victory points under his control right now, losing the 3rd one here in the south. Shock troops trying to contend with his infantry. If he can catch squads not paying attention, that's certainly always good. That squad will survive, though. I still think he gives up the chase a little early. Like, he could have gotten that 3rd model. Maybe if he feels he can't get the squad wipe, it's not even worth it. He'd rather just focus on capturing that point. Smoke grenade going down to cover him as he continues capturing this point. He will decapture it and begin capturing it. Oh, nice rifle grenade. No, Panzerschreck snipes, but I don't know if that's gonna get away. Ooh. Oh, it gets sniped by a Kar 98. Ouch. Not looking good. And we're going to see a T-34 here. I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish with a T-34. I think more T-70s is honestly better against close air support than T-34s. T-34s can crush, I guess.
T-34 ready for supply sector under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. Whole map starting to fall to the Axis now. Grenadiers grabbing the victory point, munitions and fuel. T-34 is about to make its way down here towards the right side, and I think this may be the Soviets' last chance. First shot completely misses. Nice crush maneuver, gets 2 of them, 3 of them. Panzerfaust will connect, damaging the T-34's engine. Oh, very nice. T-34 shot does connect and seal the deal on that Panzer Grenadier squad, but there's another one on the way. It's actually pretty close by. We'll be able to support in this engagement. And there's the anti-tank strafe. He actually hit himself a little bit with that, but anti-tank strafe will force the surrender. GG, well played. Doge Ace wins. Crypticz has lost. Nice use of close air support on this map, Stalingrad, which I think there is an argument to be made that it favors Soviets over Oster a little bit, but I think that Oster in the south base has a better chance. That being said, close air support's a whole different game from the standard meta. No machine guns, just straight up infantry with upgrades, and I think we saw a pretty good use of that. Crypticz definitely struggled to counter that. Even with PPSH conscripts and shock troops, he was really having trouble winning engagements. So, good game.